Let us find the center of our paper by measuring the width and the length. We do like to have that point in the center of the paper, so when you draw your circle, it's exactly in the middle. And so now we're just gonna measure the horizontal line and find the middle point. You divide the whole into two. Now open up your compass to almost 6 centimeters or 3 inches wide and draw a nice big circle in the middle. Now draw your second circle where the first circle meets your horizontal line. So now you're going to have 2 other circles. We do also need our vertical line. So I'm just going to open up my compass to a bigger number and just mark on the horizontal line and find the points that I can connect them together to gives me that exactly 90-degree angle. Connecting these 2 points, we have our vertical line. Now where the vertical line intersects with our main circle, make sure you bring your compass back to its original size and you use that as a center and you draw another 2 circles, one on the bottom and one on the top. Okay, now we have 4 circles around our main circle. Do you see the connection between the 2 circles next to each other? It's almost like at the tip of the petals from our main circle. Now, if we connect these together, this is going to be the box or the square that our main circle is in. So this is going to be the frame that we're going to be working in, and that's the tile which we can reproduce and put them next to each other and make the pattern tessellated. Okay, now with that square, we connected the points together, and here we have 8 sections in our circle. Now where our X line or the diagonal lines are intersecting with our base circle, do you see the dot? Now we can draw another square that is going to be inside the circle, which is parallel to the larger one. Hopefully this is giving you enough time to follow with me. If you need more time, just make sure you stop the video, go back and pace up yourself with the process. Now we're going to draw the second smallest square, which is diagonal, and it is balancing on its tip. And what does it make? 2 squares on top of each other is an 8-pointed star. I am going to take a blue pencil. I will show you the 8 points that now we have on our circle. we will connect them together. So that gives me the octagon in the circle. I am doing an extra line there, which instead of leaving it at the circle, I'm continuing it all the way to our main frame. That makes our tile look nice at the end, so it's not just in the circle, it expands into the frame. Now make sure when you did this, try to do it again at home, and every time you do it you get more accurate, it becomes more easier for you, and your lines will really meet at the point that where you want. So this is a very good practice to do it at home and get good at it. Just this very basic shape. We have one more to go, and that's it. Okay, now the next step. Now pick up your pencil and find the points where the two squares are intersecting. These are the additional lines that would divide the circle into 12. Later on, when we want to construct the 12 petal flower, we will need to use these lines as well. We need a tiny detail here, and do you see the two dots that I've put on the drawing? I am going to open up my compass to that extent, and that's because I want to find a smaller circle inside with using this measurement. So I will draw a half circle or a full circle, but this is a small proportion. So if you need a hand, make sure you get some, or just pause the video to draw this circle first. Also make sure you put the pin exactly on the dot on the paper, so it gives you a nice round and accurate measurement. Now I'm going to open up the compass to where that small circle meets that diagonal line that I drew earlier, and now I can draw the smaller circle inside, which is actually smaller than the squares. This can be a little bit confusing at the beginning, but just follow this and it gives us a narrow petals that we're looking for. Now this is the fun part. Let us take the blue pencil again, and this is basically our final lines that we need to draw. I am pinning the points where these lines are going to go through, and this is where the circle, the small circle, meets our diagonal lines, the 12 lines that we drew. And we are parallel to the main diagonal. I will draw it only to the point of the blue line. I will also share you a PDF file on this page so you can follow it up in the class and also later on. As soon as you find the point, it's going to be really easy. Just have to find the intersection of the small circle with the diagonal, the 12 diagonal lines. So I already drew 2. Now this is the next 2, and I will continue for all around the circle. So basically we're going to have 2 crosses sitting on top of each other, and there's 2 lines that accompanies the cross. So you're going to be drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines, because it does actually fall to the other side. And that's it for 8 lines. Just make sure you stop where I am stopping in the video. We're done. Now we just need to find our main pattern. I picked a marker so you can see well, going around. You can follow my hand. You can also try doing it free style, so don't use a ruler, and see how well you can go straight. And if it didn't go straight, just go over it again and do it many times till it starts becoming straight. And here I'm gonna do 2 lines on one side and 2 on the other, so I still get that star in the middle. This is a good practice for doing your straight lines. If you are interested in straight lines, just always practice it. Always take a paper and with a pencil, with a pen, and do a whole paper on straight lines. And here we have it. Now that's my the most interesting part of the drawing is to rubbing out all what we did in the background. So it's almost you secretly wiping all your work, but you have left with a nice pattern and your drawing is complete. But with every drawing you want to make it look nice, so go creative. There's the one that I am doing right now. It's a basic Islamic coloring, just going around with different color lines, coloring the petals in the certain way. But you are actually, this is your artwork, so at this point of the drawing I want you to actually go creative. Pick the colors you like, draw things you like in the petals, or just use dots, lines, curves, anything that just comes up for you and you want to explore. I hope you have enjoyed doing this pattern today, and this is the very first one from the fundamental series that I teach to teens. If you are interested, I can give you my details for enrolling in my online class. It runs for 6 weeks and it's a 1-hour class. We all go on Zoom, do a drawing together, and learn more about the different patterns and more sophisticated lines, and just enjoying this geometry of numbers. So make sure you ask for the details at the end of the session today. I am very excited to meet you in this class.